Yeah, the algorithm catches things. What's your opinion on posting something a little controversial? Because people post controversial things to get views.
We
and
know.
The most common thing people always post nowadays is like, oh, here's an off leash dog or dog at the. It's like there's no reason to shame this person online, but you get 2 million views if you do it, right? So what's your opinion on this?
Some of them are a little cringy, I think. Like I'm all for, listen. I'm all for posting controversial, actual educational things. Or
I agree.
Opinions and stuff like that. Like I do a lot of that, or even posting a clip of a training session that there's a part in it where a dog might get a correction or something like that, which is going to kind of stir the pot a little bit to some extent, right? Like I don't have a problem posting any of those types of things, but it's not even because like we're going into it trying to post a controversial thing necessarily. It's just this is kind of the reality of it that a lot of people aren't talking about, I think, is where the controversial stuff comes into play. The whole thing that I'm seeing as of late, which is just people posting fucking these videos of them just like freaking out at somebody that has their dog off leash or their dog kind of pulls over on a leash to sniff theirs and they just fucking ream the person out over it.
I know, like
post it.
The poor person. Let them live.
That stuff gets a little cringy.
I agree.
There was another video that went super bananas viral recently by a local trainer by us it was like two dogs greeting on leash and it went bad. It was like two pitties, right? And kind of
that's from the window. The view from the window. I saw that video.
So we know the guy that posted it actually used to work for me.
Oh wow.
So he was a former trainer of mine. But that one was a little. The yelling out a window thing, like, it was kind of funny the first time I watched it. but the thing is, actually, one of the dogs in that video was a client of mine that like 2 weeks after that video needed to put their dog down, right? So now that video is like, got millions and millions and millions and millions of views, and I'm sure they've seen it a ton of times. And
I must have seen it at least like 8 or 9 times, shared by a bunch of different people. That's so sad.
So people don't, you know what I mean? Like, people don't, like, sometimes, we get caught up in the social media world and like we look at something like that and it's like, oh, funny, but like you don't know what's going on, with the individuals, sometimes in those cases, or the person that, did have their dog off leash that got like fucking soccer kicked in the face over like running at your dog, where it probably could have gotten handled in a little bit better of a way or things like that.
Agreed.
Right. So it gets a little messy. So
yeah, like honestly, like I think if you go to a park and if you're going to a park knowing that the park is flooded with off leash dogs, and then you're going to start a fight, I think you do need to take a little bit of responsibility for making the choice to go there.
Yeah.
I don't think those people deserve being yelled at. Like they're probably aware their dogs are a little badly behaved. They're probably embarrassed enough. You don't have to go ream them out. And I see this all the time. I think if you're aware that a park is going to have a bunch of off leash dogs, like there are many other parks in every city in this world, you can go anywhere else. So I hate when I see it. And whenever we've been approached by an off leash dog, I'm usually really polite. I'll say, hey, can you call your dog, please? And then if they don't, I'll say, do you want me to just grab your dog for you? Like, I can do it. And then I'll just throw a slip lead on the dog and I'll just hand the dog back to them. I'm like, sorry, man, we're just in training. Some of the dogs here are a little scared. So if you could just keep your dog with you for a sec. I think doing more than that is just unreasonable.